I want to talk about Lord Jamar going up there to Vlad TV after he said he would no longer be returning to Vlad TV and leading the campaign of brothers also not going up there to Vlad TV after Vlad made disparaging remarks about Minister Louis Farrakhan. And needless to say, I'm totally and completely disappointed with brother Lord Jamar on this one. I think he went against the grain, and he was totally out of pocket, out of line, and out of order. Now, and in all fairness and keeping my scales true, right, and exact, I was very critical when brother Tariq Nasheed did the same thing of saying he would no longer go up there to Vlad TV and him going back to Vlad TV. So keeping in alignment with that, I got to call out our brother Lord Jamar on this one because I think he went against the grain. He was totally out of pocket, out of line, and out of order. Now, even though I consider Lord Jamar to be my brother along with brother Tariq Nasheed, sometimes people are your brothers, brother or not. You got to call them out. But when you do so, you do it out of a place of love because this sets a dangerous precedence, and the optics of this look all bad in the system of racism, white supremacy. Because what this says to the white supremacists is that we could come in black society and say and do whatever the hell we very well please, and at the drop of a dime, we can wave and dangle a carrot in front of you Negro's face, get you to bite on it, and compromise your morals, integrity, and your beliefs. Because when we in black society, especially foundational black American society, when we say we not doing this, that, or the other, when we say we standing on this, no matter how great the bag is, we got to make sure that with the words that are coming out of our mouth, we hold good on them come hell or high water, that we stand on business and we stand on what we know to be true, right, and exact. Because at the end of the day, when them flashing lights and that crowd dissipate, them cameras leave, you still got to go home and look at that reflection of that man in the mirror, and you got to be happy with that reflection that's staring back at you. So if you ask me, Vlad TV ain't nothing but a culture vulture who has stagnated, the growth of black society and has done nothing positively, sold nothing positively into black society. In fact, he's been a parasitic cancer to the positive growth of black society, an agent of white supremacy. He stirs up, black drama, black beefs, and constantly showing the underbelly of black society without giving a damn thing back to black society positively in return. So I don't rock with Vlad TV in any way, shape, form, or fashion. And, I think that, he shouldn't have went up there. Our brother Lord Jamar was out of pocket and out of order because in a white supremacist mindset such as Vlad TV, this gives him the false, mindset of that, Negroes need white mommy and daddy to get to a place of prominence and prestige in this lifetime, which is a false narrative. And, in Vlad's mind, he's also telling himself, yeah, I got this Negro. I got him by the balls. I got him right where I want him. I got him to compromise his morals, his integrity, his beliefs, things that he said he wouldn't do. I got him to compromise all of that at the end of the day for some money, which is a bunch of nonsense. And that's a form of buck breaking because Vlad TV knows in his mind that he got our brother Lord Jamar to go against the grain and things that he said he wouldn't do. This is why, I didn't watch Vlad, nor will I ever, partake in watching any content that Vlad pushes out on his platform. Even though he did give a so-called apology to brother Minister Louis Farrakhan, I'll never forgive him for, coming at Minister Louis Farrakhan in that way, so I'll never be partaking in his content anymore, but I've heard that, Lord Jamar, people have said that, they could see it in his eyes that he, didn't even look like he wanted to be on that platform. That's because at the end of the day, brother Lord Jamar went against his higher self and the things that he known to be true, right, and exact. So at the end of the day, that was his higher self, letting him know this is going against the grain, you compromised us and you got us looking, crazy out here, all for a bag, So at the end of the day, I don't rock with, Vlad TV in any way, shape, form, and fashion. And we got to start to work to, get culture vultures like Vlad TV along with Adam 22 and a whole host of other people outside of the culture because they done not a damn thing positively for black society, but profit off the underbelly of black society without giving a damn thing positively in return. We got to stop allowing these people, to come in black society because they think in a white supremacist mindset such as Vlad that they got a free pass to say and do whatever the hell they very well please, and that they can wave and dangle a carrot in front of Negro's face at the drop of a dime and get them to compromise their morals, integrity, and beliefs. So in closing, our brother Lord Jamar, he went against the grain on this one. He shouldn't have went up there no way, and he should have stayed true to himself and what he known at the end of the day to be true, right, and exact. Just my thoughts on the matter. Peace.